Go.
All right, welcome, race fans. It is good to see you. If you are in here already, great. If not, we look forward to seeing you soon. I am Jody from the broadcast booth here with Skofic. We're going to be broadcasting and commentating on tonight's race. It is round 8 of the Formula D championship. Not the normal Formula D you're thinking of. It is Formula basically Formula 3 cars, Formula Fiat cars, uh, racing around Oulton Park. Uh, Joined with Skofic. Skofic, say hi.
Hello, hello, guys.
Uh, just gonna go over a bit about the track. We're gonna get into some practice here shortly. There's about 13 and a half minutes left of practice, and jump right into a 12-minute qualifying following that, and then two 6-lap races. So right now we've got some onboard practice. Well, I go over what's going on in the championship so far, as it is round 8.
We can look into that. Here is the current standings for the Formula D Championship in SRL Racing League. Uh, so, in first place, like in many series in this league, we have Charles, who's leading by quite a big gap. He is one of
That's
the
a 70
favorites.
point. Yeah, that 70-point gap is it's a big gap there, Skofic. It's a big that's going to
Yeah.
be really tough to come back from.
Um, Rumors say that he's not racing tonight, so that is around 50 points that Elegance can grab and close the gap.
Yeah,
So we're gonna
Elegance is
see.
definitely going to be he's going to be thrilled to hear that.
Yeah, most definitely.
So, yeah, got some fun battles coming up. Froley's kind of on his own somewhere in the middle, with a safe buffer between him and Reese, but Reese, Ollie, and Nick in a tight battle for fourth. Looking at just 11 points between the three of them. Actually, yeah, 11 points between the three of them. So, real tight battle there. That could change hands multiple times tonight.
Yeah, most definitely. So we are looking forward to some nice racing tonight. A lot of points to grab. So definitely there can be some mix up in the driver championship. Um, this track is pretty complicated one, at least from what I've heard from the drivers practicing today. So I am looking forward to the race.
Yeah, I've been definitely hearing a lot of bumps. Uh, people talking about the difficulty of these corners, as they're put together. Old Park, one of a unique kind of a racetrack, a 2.7-mile long circuit, the international course which we're running tonight. Situated on 320 acres of glorious Chestershire countryside. Um, Spectacular for racing. Great place. They race from April to October, and they race British superbikes here, British touring cars, Formula 3 cars, and then obviously big host to track days and family fun days. The track is rapidly changing as far as gradients. There's tons of blind crests and tight corners. Um, Hilltop, being the highest point on the track, is one of the longest straights on here, heading down into a super tight braking zone. Going to be a great spot for overtaking tonight. So hopefully we get some overtaking down into the Hislop chicane. So
Yeah, wanna look into some highlights from last race at Spa that happened
yes,
a week ago.
absolutely. Let's jump right into it.
Okay,
All right.
so here you have the start. We had a small spin from our guy in pole position, Nighthawk. Had a he's taken a pretty inside
Oh,
line,
yep.
and yeah, a bit early on the throttle.
Yeah, gets on it a little bit too tight in that turn one exit. So that's going to get you every
Yeah.
time.
Also,
Oh, there,
you,
there's me and Banana.
yeah, small contact between our main broadcast, main commentator day, and our good friend Banana. Also, Max and Charles had a small incident
Yeah.
that
Chavez
did
coming out on the
piss
pad in front.
both of the drivers off pretty severely. They were both very angry at each other, but they sorted things out. So there was also this massive crash that happened at the end of the Camel Straight. Almost half, if not even more than half of the grid was involved. Here we can see some of the onboards of how the crash went.
Absolutely brutal.
Yeah, I was involved. I think this this is my POV from last race.
Yeah. Now Nick got through this, right?
Shorzy
got through the. Yeah, look at him, snaking his way through. Just a quick tap of the brakes to keep the speed up, and just on his merry way. He went on.
And then you again. You had a small spin from going too wide.
This was my first time leading in the regular season. I had the pressure on me and I dropped it.
Yeah.
So
it happens.
Shorzy ended up in a podium position after that, after snaking through all that. So that was really great on his behalf.
Yeah.
So
he was struggling with his car a little bit. He had some moments here and there. This is one of them, for example, just losing the rear of the car a little bit, going over the grass, just trying to mimic Valtteri Bottas in Austria. I don't know what year it was. He did also became airplane for a second right here, going over the curb.
Taking flight. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Tony Hawk over here jumping it.
Yeah. There was also this beautiful fight between Max and Ollie for, at the time was P2, but later because of the guy in P1 spinning and hitting the wall, this ended up being the fight for the win at last race.
The second race.
We are on board with Max. He did overtake Ollie through this first corner, better acceleration, just a bit more speed than Ollie, which meant he had better run through Erosion Radion. Ollie did end up overtaking him and again.
Yeah, at the end of the Camel Straight, correct?
Yeah. I believe it wasn't the end of the Camel Straight, which meant that Ollie took home P1 and Max finished in P2.
Yes, so just to run down real quick, last race, we had a pretty exciting one. Max, in the second race, ends up taking P1, Reese on the second step, and Shorzy on the final step of the podium. I was running very strong. I'm not sure if he is running tonight, but Ollie, after all that fighting, ended up with P5. So the first race, also very exciting. Ollie taking the win, up 7 positions in that race. And then Kai, like I said, was running very strong and ended up in P2. And then Reese with a double podium for himself on that Tuesday night. Did very well, up 8 positions in that race. Did incredibly, came in front of Max. Unfortunately, Max had 10 seconds in time penalties. I believe that was for a
that little incident. Yeah, that little incident with Chavez got him a 10-second penalty for unsafe rejoin. That caused a contact with his fellow racer, and they both almost end up in the wall. So Max will need to be a bit more careful next time with his rejoins. But he is a clean racer, and he's also so very fast. So I believe he can be a challenger for tonight's race.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's done very well in these cars before. And we notice on those last 2 races, we see our top drivers. Not only are they doing very quick laps, but they're averaging clean laps a lot, and they're driving those laps in very low times, but they're not having a lot of collisions. Only 1 collision for Max taking the win in race 2, and then Ollie with 0 collisions, and the lowest average clean lap of both races at 2 minutes and 23 seconds and a half, 23 and a half seconds. Incredible from Ollie on that race. So really got to keep it clean. That's the rule for Formula D. You really keep it clean and run those lap times, and you will come out towards the top.
Yeah, I think everyone that's ever played iRacing also knows how important it is to pick the correct fight, not to just blindly send it down the inside of someone. They might not be expecting you, they might turn in on you, and you can take both drivers out in a matter of milliseconds.
Yes. Max, I think we've got to change the title for the stream over. It's saying NASCAR still.
Oh, okay.
And while you do that, I would love to bring up a little battle for 7th, as we were just talking about Max and that 10-second time penalty coming into play. in the second race there. Max, only a 7-point lead on Shorzy. Hopefully, Shorzy in the race tonight can try to eat into that gap there and get back on Max. He came right behind him in that race where Max had the 10-second time penalty. And a lot better with the podium in the other race. So hopefully that's something we have to look forward to is Shorzy Racing and battling it out with Max so we can have ourselves a little battle for P7. And just with that, I think we're rolling over into the final minutes of practice here. And I'd love to go over some of the timings that we've got up so far. So Charles has said he is not going to race. But he is out there making sure that everybody knows their place, and he is a solid second in front of Barnarski, who is one of the fastest people on track for sure. 33.7 for people that are confirmed to be racing. Maybe Charles changed his mind. He's up already. He might just do the race just to put everybody in the coffin for the championship. He only needs a 50-point lead going into the last two races a 52-point lead to go to the last two races in order for him to secure this victory of the championship.
I'm not sure if that is correct because we will get 50 points tonight, or 52 is the maximum a driver can take home. Races. Because we do have two back-to-back races, the second one being reverse grid.
And they are scored equally. You are 100% right there, Max. Excuse me, Schofield.
Don't worry, it happens.
Yeah, no, that's all right.
So a little bit more than 50 points.
Recalculate that.
Yeah, so. But maybe, hopefully, we can get the correct number till the end of the race.
Yeah, absolutely. We can work on that. That shouldn't be too hard to find. But yeah, if Charles does race, it would definitely be a damper on Elegance's day, who is 70 points behind him. It's going to definitely make it a lot harder to come back and win this championship.
Yep.
Back to the timing boards, we've got in the 34s pretty consistently is Max. He's running 34, low 34s consistently here in practice.
Yep.
Same thing with Yep. And then Froley knocking on the door of the 34 time frame. So we're excited. There's a lot of people within that 1-2 second gap there going to be fighting for the lead.
Yeah. You are correct. We still have some issues with stream being titled incorrectly. We are working on that. I cannot change it because I do not have the access to the Twitch channel just yet. I do have access to the stream key but not to the login. So I am currently talking with the guys that do have it to change it as quickly as possible so there is no confusion going into the race.
Yeah, I'm sure it won't be too much of an issue. I mean, people who want to watch SRL racing are going to watch SRL racing, whether it's NASCAR or Formula D or even Formula C. The people that want to be here, they're going to be here. So, while we wrap up practice here, I wanted to go over a little fun fact. Down on the back straight, we've got the Hislop chicane finished off by turn 12, Knickerbrook. One of my favorite corners, it's a great little story behind it, that when the British demolitions experts were blowing up some tree stumps by that area to build that corner, they set off the first piece of dynamite and they watched a courting couple running off from a bush nearby. And upon further investigation, they found some ladies' undergarments in the brook, which is why it gets its clever name, Knickerbrook. And that is just too funny to me. One of my favorite corners of all time now, even if I hate how it is at the end of a chicane like that. But it is very well named. That is a wonderful name.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's a really fun fact that we just had to include. It wouldn't be the same racing at this track without knowing this little fun fact. So
absolutely.
Thank you very much for researching, doing your homework, getting this fun fact out there. So now we can like this track a bit more than we would.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, rolling over at the end of practice here. We're in overtime. People just wrapping up their laps here, and we're going to be jumping into qualifying. 12 minutes of qualifying here. We're going to see who can go lowest and get that pole position. Shooting for the glory time, the current lap record for the international circuit here at Oulton Park, the 1 minute 28.619. I don't think we'll be getting down there. That is in a Tatus as well, but not one from what 10 years ago. Much
Yeah.
newer model, much faster model. So we'll see. We'll see if they can they try to go low here for qualifying.
Yeah, we're gonna see how close they can get to that. Some people have been saying they were doing pretty good laps when the practice was up, so I want to see what those laps are. Can anyone get close to 130? We're gonna see if that
Yeah,
happens. That is 2 seconds, 2.3 seconds faster than the fastest lap by Charles, and he is one of the fastest guys here. So we'll
yeah.
see if it's
Charles, a lot of
possible.
potential. Very, very talented young driver. Um, let's go. If Charles is not in the qualifying here, if he's actually sitting out, which it's not looking like he is, it's looking like he might race. Who's your pole position without Charles, like they would in F1 without
Whew.
Max Verstappen?
That's a great question because a lot of people in this race are fast. Um, Judging like from previous races, Froly is fast. Froly's always been fast in the open wheelers. Also Max. I
Yeah,
think if
Max,
he can
yeah,
get the lap together, I think he's definitely going to be front row or second row. Um, Nick can also be very fast. Like I said, a lot of drivers can be fast. They just need to put a lap together, and it's not that easy on this difficult track.
yeah. Well, I'm going to take the favorite for the not Charles pole position, and I'm going to grab Barnarski, this is his first Formula D race with us. He's usually a NASCAR mutant. He is an animal in NASCAR. I believe he's leading that championship and almost got it locked down. He is very quick. So with that, we're going to ride on board with Barnarski and watch a little lap here. Check out this track, which is just so unique and incredible. Just a beautiful place up in the United Kingdom.
Yeah, it is a nice looking track. I did some laps here. Not one of my favorite tracks, especially coming from iRacing, where some people just do not know how to drive around this track. So you get some uh, like bad memories, but I think driving these cars here, if you can get a clean lap together, I think that just makes your bad memory go away for a second.
Yeah, little spin there at the chicane. I think I saw some smoke, but we're moving on. We're down to the second chicane here on the backside of the track. I'm gonna go through hot lap here with Barnarski. Hopefully, he puts in a solid lap time, makes me, a winner when it
Yeah,
comes to the pole position challenge here.
we're gonna see.
Um,
Okay,
yeah,
so yeah,
coming around the last.
you're taking Barnard skin. Huh? I'm gonna take Max. I believe in him.
Max,
He can be,
Max is he's fast. He's fast.
yeah, he can put up a good fight with Barnarski. They were fighting in the NASCAR race yesterday, so let's see if they can do that again. Okay, we're
All
gonna be
right.
quiet for a lap and let's see what Barnarski can do.
Yeah, I'm gonna take you through it on here. We're gonna take you through turn one, which is Old Hall's Corner, down the avenue. It goes a little wide there, down to the kink that's Denton's, into the cambered corner, which is Cascades. You're gonna want to be on the inside of that corner. The outside is off camber and just not a good place to be. Up the lakeside straight, looking for the left-hander. Gonna be Islands Bend. It's wide open in this car. No lift, 6 gear, then hard braking into the hairpin here. All camber, all speed into Shell's Oil Corner, and it's fast down to turn 6. And then 7, 8, and 9 is chicane called the Britons. If you're from the USA, you're not a huge fan of that one, but we'll send you down Hilltop to the highest point on the track, turn 10, 11, and 12, the Hislop chicane, finished by Knickerbrook. See if he can get through here quickly. It's a tough one. Could have taken that a little tighter. Might have had a little more speed. Up the Clay Hill, and then under the bridge to the water tower right here. And then last, a very complex double apex, Druid's Corner, turn 15, and then full throttle down the Warwick under the Warwick Bridge to turn 16, Lodge Corner. Nice hard brake. Make sure you hit that apex. Watch that exit. It comes quick. And then a quick kink, turn 17 and Deer Leap, and then you are across the line. And he goes P3 with a 134.3. I think there's a lot of time left in that. Just go.
Yeah, I think so. We're gonna watch others do their laps, and we're gonna see what they can do. Because most definitely, this is not gonna be the pole
For sure
position
not.
lap.
We see Charles actually. He is participating here in the qualifying, and he's in the high 32s already. So the time is there if you can put a lap together. It's a tough track, and the pressure is on.
We are on board with Reese right now. Let's see if he can put up a challenge. He was saying this is not one of his favorite tracks, like many of the drivers have been saying.
Yeah,
but,
bumpy, man. Everybody's saying bumpy.
Oh yeah, someone is in the grass right there.
Yeah, a lot of offs. Not a lot of room for error on this track.
Yeah, especially through these chicanes. If you turn in too quickly, you're hitting this wall, and that can be a race over.
Right. And it's long straights afterwards. If you're not getting a good exit out of those, you just are not going to have the speed down the straight, and you're going to lose time the whole way there.
Yeah, I agree. This one, especially complicated, double apex. You need to carry as much speed as possible for this straight leading into the final corner. Also, final corner quite difficult going downhill on the exit. Very easy to overshoot it. Go a bit wide, touch some grass, and once you've done that, it's over.
Yeah, Reese does improve on that lap up to P6 with a 136, but he's got more pace than that, I know it. Froley's sitting pretty comfortably in P2 right now. Only one in the 33s. He is at the halfway point there.
Yeah.
So yet to have a challenge for P2. We'll see if the boys can put some times on the board here and get close. I know Max can put a time like that up, and I know Barnarski can.
Yeah.
So
let's see if Charles can. What can Charles do? Currently on board with him, going through that double apex corner.
Yeah. You can see how much speed he carries through that, even though he takes a little too much on the exit, gets a little greedy, but he's still very fast. He's not setting purple sectors for himself here. This may not be an improvement over his current pole time.
Oh yeah, and he's diving into the pits. That was a bit rough on the pit entry.
Diving in there aggressively. That's always good to see.
Yeah.
Might as well hit it at Mach 3. Oh, I love it. Oh.
So sadly, seems like this leaderboard here on the stream is not accurate, or is it? I do not know. Maybe it just updated. Wasn't showing before. ACTV does have some issues. It does not show me the leaderboard as soon as the session starts, so in the race there might be a small delay before the leaderboard pops up.
Oh, all good. I'm sure our viewers will be patient, ready to watch. Oh, we got is that Dennis off?
Yeah, Dennis is off.
Is that Cascades, or is that by oh no, he's on the
second chicane.
He's on the second chicane there. That's a tough one. You definitely don't want to get it wrong in there. You can lose a lot of time.
Let's see what Max can do. He's probably on an out lap, judging from
2.5 seconds off time. I think he's probably just getting the tires warm.
Yeah. Let's see, Froley's about to finish the lap. Let's see if he can improve. Probably gonna be a bit off.
I think he might be pushing now.
Gonna see. Who do you want to be on board with, Max or Froley?
Well, if Max is pushing, I would like to see Max, because Max is your guy going for pole. So we can watch some Froley later during the race, maybe. But I think we switch over to Max and see if he can put the lap down.
Yeah, let's see
P2.
how fast Rolly is at the end of the first sector, and then we can
Yeah, absolutely.
can decide.
So
I do not see where the sector 1 ends on the minimap, so we will have to see if...
It's going to be between the first and the second chicane, I believe. It's going to be sector 1.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's going to be there in a second.
Oh, it is not showing if he's how... Oh, he's 1.2 1.2 seconds off, so let's hop on board with Max. 2.2 seconds off.
Yeah.
Not the best lap.
Now, is that timing to their time, or is that to pole? Because 2.2 seconds off pole, I don't think that's too bad. You know, that's a second off.
Also, it is, yeah, that's what I was saying before about ACTV. So 2.2 seconds is their current gap to P1, which means they might be improving, but we just don't see that. There is... Oh, Charles has spun. That's also a very rare moment.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. I don't see anybody get there. He's a solid second and a half up, almost. You know, he's at 1.3 seconds up on P2. Broly's going to have to put some magic down to make that time.
Yeah, Broly did just go into the pits, so I guess he will... Oh, he is exiting the pits, so I guess he's going for a quick out lap and then a quick push lap to challenge for maybe not pole position, but definitely P2.
Yeah, absolutely. One person we have not spoken about, Ollie, who did oh so well last race. He's setting green sectors all over the place.
Oh yeah,
he's looking pretty quick. He's not... I don't know if he'll be in that top 3 fight, but he's definitely looking pretty quick here. Very consistent driver, Ollie.
Yeah, we are on board with him right now.
Yeah.
We're gonna see what he can do, where he can be after this lap. We did have some off tracks while we were on board with Ollie. Some people going off.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a tough track. There's just no margin for error here. If you get close, it's easy to go too far.
Yeah, I think Dennis is off in the last corner. Yeah. Also, Elegance with the P3 coming across the line. So back on board with Ollie. Oh yeah, that curb is deadly. You can drive over it and you're just skating across. Ollie, P9.
Yeah,
he can definitely
one of those drivers. He's never been a qualifying driver. He is almost always better in the race than he does in qualifying. He's just, like I said, he's a very consistent driver. He doesn't have that crazy outright pace that like a Charles has, but he is just a overall great race car driver, and he's consistent, and that wins races.
Yeah, definitely a clean one as well. He does play a lot of iRacing, so he knows how to pick a correct fight, and he knows that being clean sometimes is much better than sending it and trying to gain positions in T1. Also, Max is off track. I believe he might be just TPing back to pits because the timer is gonna... Yeah.
Let's jump back on board with Elegance quick. He has got some pace here. He looks fast. He just set a green first sector. He did not improve in the second sector though. So let's see if he can pull it back around for you know, maybe steal a P2 here.
No, still P3.
In the third, no improvement in the third sector there. He might be looking at P3 for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely... Overtime's over. He's not going to get another lap.
Barnarski depends if he's on the flying lap. If the delta is correct on that one, then he's definitely not improving this lap. So yeah, we are both wrong.
Oh, there it is. And off right there is going to be the end to Barnarski's qualifying hopes. We are both wrong. Max over Barnarski. I'm going to give that one to you, Sko. Great choice.
Yeah. But
all right,
people need to remember that the second race is a reverse grid. So what that means is we're gonna take the result from the first race, and we're just gonna flip the starting position is over, so that means the guy who's gonna finish in first is gonna be starting from last. Guy in P2 is gonna be starting from second to last place. So that can definitely spice up the second race, especially. Some people might say, yeah, just not be first in first race and get a better start at the second. Yeah, but they do get points in both races, so I think Charles's strategy is just P1, starting last, and then just another P1.
Yeah.
But
Max, excuse me, Sco, did you want to grab Froley with the P2 here at Oulton Park and see what his plans are for T1?
yeah, sure. Let's do that real quick. Hopefully he's not doing some other stuff right now. Hopefully he's not mad when we do that. Yeah,
That's all right. He'll be fine. I'm sure.
Oh, give me a second. Hello, Froley.
Oh God, what's up?
Froley, welcome to the stream here. We just have
Hello,
a couple of
hello.
quick questions.
Uh-huh.
Great qualifying from you.
Thank you.
On the leaderboard here. Looks like Charles is going to race.
Of course he is. I mean, he always says he's not gonna, and then he shows up.
Yeah, and he does hate this track too. So what's the plan into T1? I believe you're going to be starting on the inside line.
I think the plan is to force anybody that wants to go on the outside to go on the outside. I believe Elegance is behind me, so I'm gonna try and be a little more careful.
Yeah, definitely don't want to be in a T1 collision. You can't win the race if you don't finish it. So
Exactly.
pushing them on the outside. I like it, Froley. I don't want to keep you too long when I get you back in there and focusing on the race. So good luck.
Thank you,
and,
gentlemen.
Enjoy yourself.
Will do.
Okay, good luck, Froley.
Thank you.
Okay,
Awesome.
should we grab another one quickly?
Let's see. I think there's still a wait time here.
Yep.
Who are you thinking? I would. Nick's not set up very good time. Nick's not qualified at all. Is Nick going to be racing here? Actually.
Yeah. We can drag him in, ask him.
Yeah. Let's see if Nick's going to be racing.
Okay. Yeah. Let's
He
see.
didn't have a time set for qualifying.
Maybe he. Yeah. We're gonna see. He's in voice chat, so I guess he's gonna race. But let's ask him.
Yeah. Let's find out.
Hello, Nick.
Oh, hello.
Hello. So are you racing?
Apparently I am, yes.
Okay. Great. What's your plan for the race? What's your strategy?
I've been having trouble setting a valid lap, so I'm just gonna take it easy, honestly. Let people crash themselves out, then defend if I have to from faster cars behind, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, a little survival of the fittest here with Nick, just keeping it safe. I love the plan.
I see.
Yeah, that plan is definitely not gonna work out. I'm definitely gonna spin lap 1, but I'll try.
We'll be rooting for you from the box here.
Thank you.
I see you playing iRacing helps. Now you know you can't win a race in T1. It's better to keep it
No, I
clean.
usually win the races in T1 and iRacing. This is a lot harder, to be honest.
Well, it's good to know that we have the better game. So.
If you say so. Okay.
Also, the race is about to start, so I want to go back. So.
Yep.
All right. Bye, Nick. Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck. See ya.
See ya.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, we are about to start.
Let's go through the grid here. We got a 10-second countdown. So Charles starting P1. Next to him, Froley. P3 is going to be Elegance. P4, Max. P5, Barnarski. Yep, coming in P6. P Bartolero.
We are
P8.
on board
We are
with Barnarski.
underway.
Oh, and
Carnage into T1.
Charles. I believe Charles has spun also. I believe
Yeah, Charles tumbling down the order.
Nick Chin
This
is
is gonna shake
also
everything up.
So
Nick, survival did not work.
I believe Reese also had some problems. He was in the wall, if I saw that correctly. Let me just quickly teleport back to pits so we don't have any issues with people running into me on the grid.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, this shakes everything up. We've got Elegance in P1. ready to seize his 25 points.
Oh, and
leave Charles.
Barnarski, and Barnarski has
Barnarski
spun.
in a collision.
Oh, and apparently, okay, we are restarting the race because of
Restarting the race. Chaos
so many collisions.
into there.
Yeah, I will
Wow.
just put for a second
That was
until
a nightmare.
we can
Oh,
sort
my.
things out, and yeah,
Oh,
hopefully.
interesting strategy choice. We've got Yep and Duprak and Frontline Banana starting on the softs with everybody else on the medium tire. I remember when I started on the softs, round 3.
Let's see.
Did not last 7 laps.
Oh, and Reese is
Whoa,
off
Reese
again.
is
I believe.
punted. Oh, we've more chaos.
I believe
More chaos.
that was not his fault. I believe someone did take him out.
Yeah.
We do not yet know who that was. Someone did just disconnect. Might be technical issue. We do not know. Reese continues to race.
Yep, we are still moving. They have not restarted. 7 laps to go. I guess head down. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
That's
Yep.
round 3. Here we go. Got to keep it clean into T1, gentlemen. Let's get it done here.
Yeah. So I believe Dennis is having some internet problems. He's glitching all over the place. So that might also be the reason. Yeah.
Big issue there.
Hopefully that does not happen again.
Lights up. Lights out. Oh, did we get some jump start there from Ollie?
Yeah, Ollie did just get a
if this
start.
doesn't
Let's see
restart, that's
from
a penalty.
Nick's point of view. Looks like T1 was clean. Oh, and Nick with his curse. He did say he might spin on the first lap.
T1.
Yeah.
Yep. Ollie's with the drive-through. Is trying to make up as much ground as he can here. Just trying to make sure that drive-through penalty does not hurt him as much as it should. So a good start though.
The pit lane is not that long, but it's also not that short. So he's definitely gonna lose some time.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, and I imagine he's gonna lose some time in the drive-through. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I believe Max also got the drive-through. He's further back, currently 22 seconds behind the leaders.
Max may be going for the alternative strategy, where he bombs the first race in order to start the second race on P1.
Yeah. So Frontline Banana also having some trouble back here. Probably not the best first lap for some of the drivers, but
going a little slow is maybe Mr. Banana has some damage.
Could be.
He is a minute and 10 seconds on the first sector alone. It's not looking super great there.
Yeah. So Ollie is starting his drive-through right there. That will drop him some places, but I do believe it's better take it at the start as soon as possible and try to gain the time you lost back.
Yes, absolutely.
And not just try
to
get
drivers. He can definitely get the time back on the track. You know, he's like I said, super consistent. Good battle there going on. Elegance and Barnarski. Elegance having the pace, pushing to overtake Barnarski there. We just changed away from that. Max going off track very briefly, but let's circle to the... Oh, there's Barnarski, just overtook Yep on the leaderboard. You'll see that.
Yeah, they're going almost 3 wide.
Yeah, there is a huge battle here. Let's go on board with Elegance. I believe he's got a lot of pace. Oh, we've got contact as Charles comes through. Barnarski is not going to be happy about that.
Yeah, most definitely.
In a fight for what could have been a podium.
There's more fighting going on with Elegance, and I believe...
Is it Yep?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep, up there with the battle. He's fast.
They are going almost side by side. Let's see who can break later.
Yep. Oh, and he's gonna concede that line to get the exit here on the front straight.
Elegance doesn't want to risk it. I believe that is what he is doing. Just trying to go...
Get a better line.
Yeah.
It was a little wide. That's gonna cost him.
Yeah, most definitely. The good thing is that the gap behind is quite big. It's not, the drivers behind are not that close, so he can still keep his P4. But I believe Reese will try to catch up as soon as possible.
Oh, absolutely. He's waiting just for somebody to make a mistake. He is. He's one of those drivers too. He runs very consistently when his internet is working.
Yeah.
But yeah, Reese is definitely one of those drivers. And Reese, in that heated battle with Ollie and Nick for P4 in the championship, he smells Froley. He wants some Froley action. Although Froley does lead this race, that's going to make it tough for Reese to improve.
Yeah.
But he wants to keep that position, that's for sure, because Ollie, 2 places behind him, is on the charge and pushing up. So
Yeah. I did see Max did serve his drive-through for jump starting just like Ollie did. Might be just a small drop of concentration at the start. Maybe a finger slip from the hand clutch on the wheel, or a foot from the clutch pedal. We'll probably never know what happened, but
yeah, not terribly common. If you don't mind, Skull, let's go for a ride on with Barrichello. Or Barrichello?
Yeah, he is in a fight with Reese.
Yeah, he's up there. He is smelling blood in the water.
Yeah,
he wants this
definitely.
overtake done.
Yeah. Also, fight with Elegance, and still the gap is still quite big, so we're gonna come back to that. And Barnarski is spun again.
Oh man, he is not having a good race one.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can turn it around in race 2.
Also, Max off track. We do not know what's happening. Drivers have been complaining that this car on this track is not particularly a fun experience. So
yeah, definitely a tough one. Difficult to race this car here. Shorzy though looking.
Songun very wide.
Not good into the barrier.
Oh,
that
no.
is not where you want to be. That is a long way for that corner.
Yeah.
He just made that way longer than it should be. Back on track, though. Reese is breathing a sigh of relief, though, because he doesn't have him.
I wonder what happened. Because he either like just didn't turn, or I don't know exactly what happened.
Yeah, maybe an internet disconnection on that or something.
Maybe.
Of that sort, but Reese all alone there now with a nice almost 5 second gap there to Ollie.
Yeah.
But like I said, Ollie's fast. He is pushing.
Yep.
Ollie's last lap on 137, while Reese 136. So if Reese can keep it up, he'll definitely be fine for this race.
Yeah.
But we'll see how that turns out.
Here on board with Charles, he's closing the gap to Froley. Like we said, Charles is one of the faster drivers in this league. So I'm wondering how many corners, not even laps, will take him
looks
to
like he's going
overtake.
right there. Look at him up the outside. He's gonna have Island Ben. He's gonna make Froley take the long way around there. But Froley, if he can stay alongside, will have the inside for the hairpin and shell oil corner. Oh, he locks up. I think that may be it. Charles may be running away now.
Yep.
That is what a great battle. Good side-by-side action there. We love to see it.
Hopefully this is not the end of that battle. Just looking on the minimap, drivers are spread out quite a lot.
Yep.
Let's see if battle
We've
to
got
Elegance
battling again. Yep, he's catching him. He's trying. He really wants that podium.
Yeah, most definitely. Because Charles is racing day, that means the chance of someone taking his top spot in the Driver Championship is pretty unlikely.
Yes, absolutely.
But
he's gonna try to spread that lead out even more. Elegance gets pushed off the track, and he's on. Elegance
is off the track. That was a small contact with Yep. We're gonna see if stewards decide to penalize any of that.
For me, it looked like hard racing, but you just can't see every angle with this. So we'll have to go to the replay afterwards and see what's going on there. Skofik, I wanted to bring up something quick. Last lap, Ollie took almost a second out of Reese. But Reese responding with 3 green sectors doing personal bests and
Yep.
into the 35s, while Ollie back to the 37s. Reese really does not want to lose that spot. He wants this position, this
Yep.
P4 spot in the championship.
Most definitely. I haven't looked at the team standings in a while, but I believe there's only 4 or 5 teams. Other drivers are just driving on their own, and I think Reese is just trying to get our team quite high up. So let's see if he can succeed. Max also on the same team. He's running further back, but he might be just, now that he's so far behind, he might just be hot lapping, getting some extra practice in for the second race.
Yeah, definitely, because, I mean, he's going to be starting right at the front for that second race. Now, Nick looks like he has retired. It does not look like Nick is going to be starting.
Yeah.
I don't believe if he doesn't finish the race, he does not get to start from P1.
Nope.
So I believe Max will start P1 here, obviously, pending he finishes the race. We've got Charles on the final lap
Battle
now.
between Ollie and Elegance.
Oh yeah, Elegance trying to fight
You
back
can
for
see
every point.
Elegance has some damage on the front wing there. You can see
Oh yeah.
left side of the wing is a bit lower than the right side, so let's see if that. Oh, and
His spin.
Ollie
And
goes
that is
wide.
gonna be it from Ollie.
Yeah. Let's see if he can keep the position. Oh, very close call with.
Oh, that's got to be dangerous. You hate to see that.
Yeah.
All right, Ollie is gonna try to squeeze this last lap out, keep Barnarski behind him. But Barnarski, has speed, and Ollie definitely gonna be working with a damaged car, I believe.
Yeah.
He's not gonna have the same pace.
Also, we are joined by Propane on the server. I don't know if he is planning on racing in the second race or just watching. Maybe he just got bored.
Propane right now is going to get the award for our biggest chatter, our most chatter in the Twitch stream here. He is all over chat. He's been all over it from the beginning here. So he's gone a little quiet right now, but I'm sure he's just waiting for something crazy to happen.
Yep. Yeah, maybe he's been just observing others' lines where they break from watching the stream, and now he feels fast enough to challenge Frawley, maybe in the second race if he does race.
Yeah, we'll definitely see a lot of action in the second race here with Froley, Yep, and Charles starting from the last position.
Yeah.
It's going to be pretty incredible. Reese finally across the line here. We've got Elegance crossing, going on to his final lap. Or are we done? No, that was his final lap. We are all set there. So we're through Elegance. They're done with their race. Race 1 in the books. Charles collecting all of the points, all 26 points available for this race. He has the fastest lap of the race with a 1 minute 32.216. A great lap from Charles on the medium tire.
A lot of people are standing right after T1, which in a video game like Circuit is not a big problem because you cannot get hurt, but in real life this would be catastrophic.
God. The carnage.
Yeah.
They are just all over the place.
So yeah, I believe Max was just taking it easy this race. The drivers do need to finish.
Be in the safety car.
Yes, I believe so.
Not needing that.
Max doing a little 360 or even more than one 360 across the line.
Yeah, it's a little 720, just having fun. Knows he's in last, is ready for his pole position. Not debut, but definitely gonna be excited to be up front. Max is. I'd say let's grab Max quick. This next one and ask him how he's gonna handle P1 with some faster cars behind him.
Yeah, let's do that. Can find him on the list. Max, hello.
Hi.
Welcome,
what happened?
Max, how are you?
So I jumped the start accidentally, and I was trying to slow down, and then my wheel went crazy, and I couldn't catch it anymore. So, yeah. And after that, my race just I don't know, kind of got ruined, and the lack of talent.
Yeah, I did
Well-
say because of your big gap to drivers ahead, I did say you might be just getting some extra laps in for the second race because you will be starting from pole position.
Am I? I thought I was a lap down.
I
No,
don't
see you
think
have.
so.
I see 7 laps on your timing sheet here, so that should be pole position.
Oh,
We'll know for sure once we roll over to it, but I'm pretty sure that you got all the laps in.
all right.
So
That's one
Nick,
positive.
Nick will be starting last, as he only got 6. He only got 1 lap in. He gave up after T1. It looks like.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
not the best start for him. Yeah, so good luck in the second race, Max.
Thanks,
Keep
man.
it clean, and
I will.
hopefully you can hold on to that P1.
I don't
Good
think
luck,
so,
Max.
but thank you.
Good
You're
luck.
welcome. Good luck. It's so nice to hear drivers give their feedback on the first race.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a quick chat, couple of words, how'd it go? I
Yeah.
think that's wonderful for everybody. So,
Let's see, who
think
could
they're
we
in the
bring back? Who could we bring into here? Just maybe Frawley, because he did finish P2, I believe.
yes, for only P2.
Okay,
Not a lot between him and everybody else. I mean, he is the only driver that race that was in the 33s, just
Yeah.
barely, but a solid 6/10 faster than Yep. He's out there by himself, that's for sure.
yeah. Just thinking who we could bring in here. We could bring Frawley. We could bring Ollie as well with that little
Well,
mistake at the
Ollie-
end.
Yeah, I would say Ollie or Barnarski, but let's do Ollie because I know Ollie had some trouble. You know, obviously he was in an incident early on, so maybe some damage. Let's find out from Ollie.
Okay, let's get him in here. Ollie,
Hello, Ollie. How you doing?
Am I the chosen one?
You are the chosen one today. How are you, my friend?
Oh, I'm doing well. Wait, who is this voice? Angelic, I haven't heard it yet.
This is child support. I am on a studio mic right now.
You
So-
sound so good.
Thank you, thank you. Ollie, a little bit of trouble in that first race. Walk us through what happened there.
Yes, you're correct. I had a glitch skill issue with my eyes, and I thought the lights went off, but they didn't. So I had a drive through for that. And then in my fight with Elegance, I went a little overzealous and lost position.
All right. That's a little tough to deal with. Were you there?
Yes, my front wing was quite bright red for the most of the race. Oh, speaking of,
oh yeah,
Oh,
someone is off.
Off the track. Is that Banana tumbling?
No,
That's
that
Ollie
is
tumbling.
Ollie.
a banana lost control of his car in front of me and killed me in T1. That's unfortunate.
Well, keep the head down. Good luck, Ollie.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck. Yeah, I was getting a bit scared because we were interviewing him right as the race was about to start.
Yeah, yeah, it's all right. We'll work on that. That's a Formula D thing. We'll have
Yeah.
that all sorted later on. But
Yeah, didn't want to
Um,
just interrupt his sentence and just throw him back out of our commentating booth. I want to get the whole sentence in, whole
yeah,
feedback.
absolutely.
Let's go on board with Elegance, who is right behind Barnarski, I believe. Also, Max
Oh, yeah.
is down
Big
to
fight
P3
here.
or P2.
Yep. Yeah, Charles into the lead already before the end of the first lap. He's lightning fast here.
Yeah.
Even though he hates it.
Yeah,
Just
let's-
watch how much speed he gets on this exit over Max. It just walks away from him
Yeah.
onto this straight.
I believe someone is. Yeah, Frawley did make a mistake. Frawley's off. Well, he's now back
that
on
is
track.
Yep, that is killing his race. He's got to keep his head down to get it back to the front here.
Yeah. Let's see.
Not that he's in too much trouble, but definitely doesn't want to be finishing at the end.
Yeah. Especially, I believe he's quite high up in the driver standings. We
Yes,
can
absolutely. He's over in P3.
take a quick
Behind
look.
Elegance, he's quite a bit away, but there's there. So, I mean, he's really in a class of his own. He doesn't
Yeah.
have too much to worry about as long as he keeps his head down, keeps those finishes coming in.
Also,
gonna be just fine.
Elegance going side by side with Banarski.
Oh, yep. Later on the brakes, but can he keep it on the track?
I believe he
Oh,
can.
this is phenomenal racing from Elegance. Just keeping that head down, keeping the traction there, staying alongside, and making him fight into that next chicane.
Yeah. Charles is gone, by the looks of it.
He has already disappeared.
So,
And he's a 2.2 second gap as of right now, and he's just walking off into the sunset.
oh yeah, Elegance close to Max. He's not gonna send it. He's gonna wait corner or two, try to get closer and get an overtake down on Max before Barnarski can do that on Elegance. Let's see what happens through here. Oh, and
Elegance wide, Barnarski wide. We've got two of our leaders into the barrier.
Yep.
This is shaking everything up.
That means Reese is now in P4, chasing down
P4 with Reese, and
Bartolero.
I think he could potentially have more pace than Bartolero. That may be a battle to come.
Yeah. Especially an interesting fight because Max and Reese are on the same team. We do not have, or they do not have any team orders, as long as I believe, so it's going to be a fair fight. Yeah. So
that'll be a fun one to watch for sure.
Yeah. Hopefully Reese can catch up to Max and Bartolero without them having any big mistake. Oh, and Barnarski is off again.
Is off again. Yeah. First time in the Tatus, it is tough.
That was definitely an unsafe rejoin. Yeah.
He is going to be picking himself for that one.
Didn't cause a collision, but still a bit too close for our likings.
Yeah, most likely going to be a 5-second penalty there for Barnarski, but not being in the championship, just getting his feet wet in Formula D here, in for the fun. I'd love to go on board with Mr. Yep, who is closing the gap on Nick Chin here. To a 5/10 of a second here behind Nick Chin. Yep has got a lot of speed. He's a quick driver, and he is closing on Nick, who is just...
So believe some people are fighting in the back by the looks of it.
Elegance with the overtake on Banana.
Yeah. Gained a lot of time already.
He's lightning fast. That's why he's P2 in the championship.
Okay, Bartolero in the fight with Max. Oh, small mistake.
Almost loses it. Quick moment there.
Yeah. Let's see what they can do. Going into turn 1.
Max the inside.
Bartolero keeping it a bit more safe. Better safe than sorry, they say.
Yeah, didn't want to fight it into that corner. You really
also,
don't want
side
to be
by
in that
side
battle.
Barnarski and Banana. And Nick Chin is off.
The survival strat has failed once again.
Oh, and Frolly as well. Frolly is off, keeping it safe on the rejoin. People
Nick Chin
behind.
Is DNF. He is out of this race.
Yep.
Right. Ollie's still trying to fight his way back here. From the back, he is closing on Mr. Banana, only 2.1, 2.2 behind there. So we'll hopefully see some battling when Ollie gets caught up a little bit more here.
Yep.
Close battle we've got with Bartolero and Max.
Also, there's a three-way fight going on here between Frolly, Banarski, and Frontline Banana.
Yep.
Let's see.
Ollie has caught him already. Lots of pace with Ollie compared to Mr. Banana. Frolly off the track though.
Yeah. We do not know yet what's wrong. Could be some technical difficulties.
Yeah,
Banana Man is spun.
Banana off the track.
So Banana Man is in the pits. I believe that's a DNF from Banana. Sadly.
Yeah, looking like 2 DNFs for this round. Race 2. We're lap 5, coming from Formula D with the Sunset Racing League here. We've got some great battling going on. Max defending that P2 with his life. Wants that second step on the podium.
Yeah, most definitely. I think he is trying just to keep it clean, keep us very large gap to P3 because he wants to have a little bit of room if he does make a mistake.
Yeah, and I think Yep is in that same boat here. He's really just trying to wait, let Reese make a mistake, and then pounce because You see, he is closing, but he is just holding that gap behind Reese,
Yeah.
waiting for the moment to push.
Yeah, I think the closest battles on track right now are Bartlero and Max fighting for P2. Most people in this league would say just put a sticker over Charles, like some people are doing in F1 with Max Verstappen.
Right, exactly.
But I believe if Charles is faster than others, I believe he should get the. He should be fine with winning. Yeah, it does get. It becomes a bit boring if someone is winning every single race. But I mean, if he's just faster. Oh, and I believe Max did a mistake.
Oh no.
Maybe
He's gonna
some
be killed.
commentating curse from saying he doesn't have to
Yeah.
make a mistake.
He's got to keep it clean, yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, these drivers, that's what they're here for. It's consistency, it's speed, and it's consistency. And if
Yeah.
you don't have consistency, the speed doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yep, he's close to Reese now, closer than he ever was before. Now those two are fighting for P3. Bartlero is up, and I believe Max is off again. Almost an unsafe rejoin. Almost causing collision with Elegance. Elegance thankfully avoided the crash. Oh, and I believe Yap might have made a small mistake. He did lose a lot of time to Reese. There's a big gap again.
He's gonna have to.
He is slowing down. He is slowing down. Oh, he might be. Oh, he might be out of fuel. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
An unfortunate mistake. The fuel calculator in this Assetto Corsa is gonna calculate your out laps
Yeah.
as well as your hot laps. So it is not always accurate if you go by the in-game calculator. So you got to be a little wary of that, especially if you're pushing hard in the race.
Yeah.
Standing start. It's a tough one. We have always had issues with fuel in this league.
So Yep appears to be going again. He did go to the pits, grab a little bit of fuel. His race is not gonna say ruined because I believe he's still in front of Frawley. I'm so sorry.
But is he going to be allowed to continue like that, being as he teleported?
Yeah,
I'm
that
not
is
sure if
one
he's-
thing that he might be. The points might be taken away from him. And just before the last corner, Max and Ollie fighting again like they did in Spa. Let's see what's gonna happen. Max with a bit of a gap. Exits were pretty much the same. One of the drivers got a way better start, so I believe that is P5 for Max and P6 for Ollie.
I would say they have one more lap here, so it's not over till it's over.
Oh,
Going into Cascades, and it looks like Ollie is still eager to get up to Max's bumper there. He wants to get past him on this last lap here.
Yeah. I think he's catching up to Bartlero, but I don't think he can catch up a few seconds in this final lap or final half of the lap. Also, Ollie is close again to Max. Let's see who can come out on top. Ollie did get the position on Max last race, so let's see if Max can return the favor this time around. Ollie with the overtake, but it's not over until you cross the line. Max is going a bit wide there.
Yeah, Max. Oh, that's gonna really hurt his race.
Yeah.
I feel like he could have kept it close if he didn't have that off there, but he just got a little out of sorts.
Yeah, but like
and
we said,
coming into the last corners here,
nothing's
it's
over.
gonna be Ollie.
I wouldn't say yet. Like, yeah, he does have a gap, but remember last race he did go a bit too wide on the exit. Just grind on the curb and just lost the place to Elegance. Oh, I believe Ollie did slow down.
Did he stop too early? Did he
We
stop
do
before
not.
the line and give the place away?
He might actually have done that.
Did
The
he pull a
leaderboard.
Schumacher?
The leaderboard does show that Max did get the P5. I don't know what happened there. We will try to get one of them back in here.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out what happened there. So
Yeah.
that was very strange. And while we're waiting on that, I'm working on some numbers here as far as the championship goes. Give us an updated timeline here, or time frame, as to when Charles wins the championship, as he takes another
Okay.
P1 and another fastest lap as well, netting him another 26 points to add to his previous 26 points. 52 points in total here brings his total to 312. Elegance at 170, and then a P4 in that race is going to add another 12 points. So 183. It's definitely not over yet, technically, but I believe Charles would probably have to stop racing for that to be a factor. But still, it is there. It's a possibility. We have to talk about it. So let's grab, let's see, Ollie or Max, one of those guys, and see what happened there at the end. Probably Ollie, I would think.
Yeah, we can definitely grab him. Let me just grab him real quick. Ollie,
What up?
you're here again. Welcome.
Hel-
So what happened?
Interesting race for you.
Oh, yeah, I had an accident turn one. It was unfortunate, but then a lot of other people had accidents, and rest of the race just went smoothly. I didn't really see people until Max slowed down to have a fight. I passed him, but since he sort of gave me that position, I gave it back to him
Yeah,
because
we were. Yeah,
I
we.
wouldn't have caught him on pace with the last lap, so I was just like, okay, had a fun battle, but it wasn't worth.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
it didn't feel like my position.
No,
Yeah.
respectable that you gave that back. We were wondering what was happening coming across the line because we were all over that battle, wanted to see what was going on.
Yeah, no, he just wanted a fun battle, and I was like, you don't need to slow down for that. He slowed down for it, and I was like, all right, well, I took the position, but yeah, I wouldn't have had 6 seconds on him if he hadn't slowed down, so it didn't feel.
Right.
But yeah, fun
Well,
race either way.
yeah, good race from you. Hopefully some better results next week, but definitely, I mean, good recovery drives after contact in both races very early on. To drive back to those positions is phenomenal. So we love to see those drives. So.
Thank you. Yeah, just make sure not to look at my qualifying times.
Oh, don't worry. If you go back and watch the VOD, I talk about your qualifying times versus your race results. So take a
Yeah,
look at that when you get a second.
sounds good. Yeah,
All right,
thank you
thanks,
guys
buddy.
for the work you do.
No
No
worries.
problem. Okay, we'll see you next week, Ollie. Ollie. Shit.
Ollie. Ollie.
See ya.
See ya.
Awesome.
I
Well, so
say
this has
we
been,
grab Ruiz. P3 for him.
yeah, he had some really good results
Yeah.
this week. Some just fun, real consistent, awesome racing. We've got him podium P3 again
Yep.
in race 2, and just outside in P4 after that. So yeah, let's get him over here.
Yep.
Reese, how's it going, buddy?
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Reese, big week for you, huh?
Yeah, pretty
so-
good.
Yeah, last Tuesday we go back-to-back podiums for you, and then this week follow it up with a P4 in race 1, and then another podium. You're
Yeah,
you're on fire.
yeah, man. This going a lot better than fucking NASCAR yesterday. That was not a good one.
Yeah.
It's nice that my Wi-Fi didn't decide to kill itself. It's very good. These shorter
Absolutely.
form races are just better for me, you know.
It looked like someone might had a slight issue with the Wi-Fi. He did just went straight going into the hairpin, or just before the hairpin. He did go straight directly into the barrier. We do not know yet what happened. We will try to get all the replays and play them right before the next race next week. But yeah, P3, good points for you and for the team.
Yes.
So
Phenomenal. An absolute
Man,
great
thank
drive
you.
from you.
Thank you.
Consistency. I love it. It's great to see. We look forward to seeing you take that P4 and maybe even, if you can keep beating Frawley up, maybe you can end up there in P3 for the championship.
Oh, I think that was a one-off. Frawley's normally pretty quick in these.
Yeah, but you had a lot of mistakes, and mistakes are just open doors for you to walk in. So
Yeah. Yep.
you got to keep your head down, keep these drives coming. You'll be up there in no time.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Awesome.
Okay,
We'll see
thank you
next
for your
week, buddy.
feedback,
See you
and
next week.
see you next week.
See you next week.
Okay, who can we grab? Maybe either.
We haven't talked to Barnarski, who had an absolute. I mean, he had a battle both races.
Yeah, that is correct, but sadly I do not see him in voice chat anymore. He might have left right after this, so I am thinking either Frontline Banana, who had some trouble in race 2,
We
or
can grab him.
Elegance or Frawley. Who do you think we should get in here?
Let's talk to Frontline Banana. He's always a character. Great guy to have in the chat. Let's have a quick word.
Yeah, another problem. He just left VC as we are speaking, so
Amazing.
I guess we just
all right, what
grab
about
Frawley and Elegance at the same time, so
Sure.
they don't disconnect. They can tell us both. They can both tell us what happened, and yeah, let's do that real quick. Frawley and Elegance, welcome.
Hi. I think Frawley's AFK. What's up?
That's
Okay.
welcome, Elegance.
Thank you.
Pretty crazy race for you both times. Little off tracks, lots of spinning, tons of speed. You had the pace to do it, but yeah, just couldn't put it all together.
Yeah, it was really sad. I tried my best to keep it on track, but this track is pretty unforgiving. And
Very
also,
much.
yeah, the card doesn't turn on the gravel, so that was cancer.
No.
But anyway,
Yeah, no, definitely. So P4 in one race and then P5 in the other. You've the gap to Charles is seemingly impossible, an uphill climb for sure. 312 to 170 is what I've got the standings at right now. Do you think you could pull it back? I think it.
I thought Charles would be going to sleep at this time, so I could have some comfortable races.
Yeah.
But no, it's not going to happen. He
Yeah,
wants
I
to
had
torment me.
Yeah, I had a fever dream of Charles with no points this race, and you, with two wins, another, 52 points or whatever, and
So did
having
I.
ourselves like a 10-point difference in the P1 championship. That'd have been pretty exciting going into the last two races of the year. So, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, he's an alien and he is not going anywhere.
Not this time.
Yeah. Great races. Lots of fun to watch the battles with you, especially fighting back through the field. What did you think from the back? I mean, tough fighting, easy to pass.
Yeah, that I think the track made it relatively difficult to pass, but I had a good time coming back from the back. In the first race, I had a lot of front wing damage, so I had a lot of understeer. That's why I was so desperate to try to get around Yep, especially. Because I just couldn't get it into the corners and I couldn't get good enough exits. So even though I may have been a little bit faster on pace, I can put it in a good position to get past them. So
Yeah, definitely tough. Tough in this track, very technical. Skofik, any questions for Elegance?
No, I just want to say that yeah, I did spot your front wing being a little crooked in the first race while we were on board with, I don't really remember whom, but you were fighting with him, and looking in the rearview mirror, I could definitely see a part of your front wing just being a bit lower than it should be.
Yeah. It was from the very start. I think when Max was spinning, I hit him head on. So it was a big shunt. It is what it is.
Hello.
It happened. Oh, hi, Frawley. You are here in the
Right
commentating
Hello.
on.
My
booth.
apologies. Having some technical difficulties with the microphone.
No problem.
All good. Frawley, so you had some good results, but some scary moments these races.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, actually, excuse me. The second race a little tougher with the P8 finish, but definitely P2. So the pace is there. What do you got to do to keep this P3 wrapped up in the championship?
We're definitely just gonna put the practice in, work on just being consistent, not necessarily push for pace, but generally consistency in these races, and that's good results.
Sure, sure. We've got Reese in a P4 in the championship. He pulls a P4 in race 2 and P3 in a podium again after last week's double podium. Do you feel any pressure from that? Do you feel like he's climbing?
I mean, there's always pressure, right? But the way I look at it is, I'm gonna focus on my race, and hope everybody focuses on theirs.
Yeah, absolutely. Great way to look at it. Good outlook. If you want to keep your head down, that'll win championships. So, thank you. Any questions, Sko?
No, I think you asked everything thoroughly, and Elegance answered everything we needed. We'll make sure to get some of the replays from tonight's race for the next race, which is happening next weekend. Yeah, I
Absolutely.
think that's
Yeah.
all from you two. Thank you for being here. Thank you for some clean and exciting racing.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, no problem.
Not a problem. I had a ton of fun. Great first broadcast here.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I cannot wait to watch the pod.
Yeah.
Yes, Skofic did really well. I think it went amazing. So
Yeah.
exciting. We're excited for next week or the next race, whatever we decide that's going to be.
Hell yeah, brother.
Do it.
Thanks, Elegance. Have a good night, gentlemen.
Yep.
Have a
Yeah,
good night.
Peace.
Okay,
So I
maybe
think
get Max in, just his point of view on that battle with Ollie, and I think then we can wrap up the stream and just end it for tonight.
sure.
Okay,
Absolutely.
let's bring him in here.
Oh,
Max,
hi.
hi,
Welcome back.
welcome.
Yeah.
We saw that nice battle with Ollie. We were wondering why he stopped before the line. We thought he might have just forgot where the line is, but he explained everything.
No,
So
no, he didn't forget. No.
yeah, what's your point of view on that
Well,
entire thing?
well, I mean, first of all, there was no point of just keep hot lapping, so I just slowed down to have a nice battle with Ollie, which we indeed had. But
Yeah, very exciting. By the way, we had a lot of fun watching that.
we wanted to give a show for the last lap because Frawley is not capable of catching Charles or Reese. I don't know who was in P2 in the end. But yeah, and he gave me the position back, which I did not ask for. He beat me fair and square, and I think he should have taken that position for himself after he got punted in turn 1. So yeah.
I think he did.
Regardless.
He just wanted to make it fair because you did slow down for him to have a nice battle,
Yeah,
and
but
he just wanted to repay you.
I know, but as I said to Ollie as well, it's just a thing of, I slowed down because I wanted to have a battle, and if he wins that battle for position, then he should take the position, in my opinion. But he decided not to, and to be honest, I'm not very sad about that. But it's just, I don't know, it could have been in his points.
Yeah.
Could have been.
Good points for the team as well. Reese with the podium in the second race. We were talking about you or Reese potentially catching up to you, and we could have like battle between two teammates. But I think we just have the commentator curse. And as we were speaking about that, or a bit later, you had the little incident. So I think we should try to keep not saying that when with
Maybe
two laps.
don't predict me for next race on pole, and don't say anything about me trying to beat my teammate. Also,
Max.
Also, Reese is probably. I'm not gonna catch him. First of all, he was great in the last 2 races, even in Belgium. He got a double podium there after my penalty. So yeah, I hope he can get P4 or P3. That would
Yeah.
make me happy.
Yeah.
Would also be
Uh,
very good. I mean, we are already team champions, but would increase our lead a lot more. So yeah.
Yeah, that's
Max.
great to hear.
Oops, sorry.
Anything else you wanted to add?
Yes. Real quick, Max, before I let you go off, you've got 2 people ahead of you in the championship right now. You've got Ollie and Nick Chin. They're not super close, but a terrible outing for Nick nets him very few points. And Ollie, I mean, he is doing well, but you did outperform him in race 2. I mean, P5 could be on the card for you if you show up and put these races in and get these results. So, do you think that's an option? Do you think that's a possibility for you? Or do you think that you're pretty comfortable down at P7 right now?
First of all, I think that I'm not gonna catch Ollie. He's too far away for me because he's also very consistent. And I also think that this was more or less a one-off for him to don't have a good second race. Normally he gets into the top 4, top 3 very easily. And if Nick keeps leaving, then I guess I could catch him, yeah.
Awesome. I mean, it'd be great to see you battling out with Nick, with 23 points difference going into the race tonight. Obviously, a huge chunk, if not an overtake in that battle.
Yeah, I
Didn't even
mean, I would love to see Nick race again. Also race competitive again because he doesn't really seem to like the track we raced on today. So I would really hope. I really hope he gets more laps in for Hungary so we can have a nice battle.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, I am all set. Anything you have to add?
For me or
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
all I'm gonna say is that track sucked, and I hope Hungary is gonna be better.
Okay.
Yeah, unlikely, but probably.
So P1, P2 for you and Reese?
I
Yeah.
definitely like in Spa.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely, absolutely. Thanks, Max.
Thanks, Max, for
Thanks,
your
guys.
feedback, and we'll see you next week.
See ya.
See ya. Okay, so
So,
we
I
did
think that
say
we're
we're gonna end it here, but I just saw that Banana is back in VC, so I just can't help myself. I just need to bring him in here, just
all
have a
right.
little
Go
word
ahead.
with him.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Banana,
Hi,
what happened?
I did a thing.
We saw that you did a thing. What was
Yeah,
the reason
I
for
was
you
trying
doing
to
a thing?
squeeze. I was trying to squeeze Barnowski because that's the only reason that I could keep him behind me. And then I overcorrected, and then I corrected back, and then I took out Ollie. But I said it was for Froley. So
Yep. It happens. Stuff like that definitely happens.
yeah, Froley, if you're listening, $50 to my PayPal. Thanks.
We'll make sure we get the information if that transaction went through before the next race.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely tune in next time as well. Yeah, I mean, you did DNF the second race, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I just kept. I mean, I wasn't competitive, and then I spun out again. So I just figured, just take the retirement and focus for the next race.
Mr. Banana, I have a little bit of I'm an optimist here. I'm looking at your stats here from race 1. I know race 2 didn't quite go your way, but race 1, you're tied for the most positions gained in the field with 4 position gained in that race. Now, we did have a DNF with Nick, but it says you have 4 net gained from that. So I guess started P13 up to P9 for the finish. So good race, I guess. And how did that feel? I mean, that's got to be pretty good, making a couple of positions back.
I mean, I always prefer race one. Honestly, I'm much better at attacking than defending. So when I can start at the back and just just make my way up the field, I feel better. But starting at the front, I have people like Charles and Ollie and Furley and Elegance breathing down my neck, and it's well, it resulted in today. So
It does always feel
yeah,
like
race
they,
one will always be better for me.
yeah, it feels like they have no patience to get past you. It never feels like they're willing to battle or give you the speed, the pay, the room you deserve because they're so much more, pace wise. So, but it's just pressure, and as time goes on, you get better, and eventually it'll be you that's out there in race one in the front and taking those race wins.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully I can give them a challenge.
Awesome. All right. Well, I'm all set with that. And let's go. Any more questions? Or
No, I think that's it for tonight.
beautiful.
Thanks for your feedback, Marina, and hopefully next week's race goes a little bit better than the one today.
Yeah, hopefully. All right.
Okay.
Thanks for having me.
Okay.
All right, Skull.
Yeah, I think that's the
Signing
end.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Great
just
first stream.
yeah. Looking forward to the next one. I think I'm just gonna end it here. So thanks for watching, guys. Definitely tune in next race, which is gonna be on Thursday. So keep an eye out for the stream.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. See ya.
Good night.